What's happening? I hope you're doing all right. It's April 21st, 2020, and I got a message for you, okay? Uh, we're in the middle of this, we're still in the middle of this pandemic of coronavirus, and it's panic time for a lot of people, all right? And I want to talk to you about what to do, how to survive it, and some tips and tricks. Okay, now this doesn't only apply to situations like right now, it applies anytime. All right, let's talk about networking, not the technical term networking, but networking as building your pipeline of people that you know, building your connections. The best example I can give you is LinkedIn. It's made for that. They call it connecting. Okay, and so I want to talk to you about the importance of why your network is so important to you. This is not a new concept on this channel. I've talked about it numerous times, but let's talk about why it's important right now, especially, and in the future. All right. So in 2010, the market started to take off. Okay. And over the last 10 years, the market has gone straight up. It's been a great market. Pretty much globally. I know that with the exception of a few countries, but at least in the United States, the economy has been unbelievably good. Unemployment at its lowest. It dropped to almost 3% just recently, even 2%, I believe. Enter coronavirus at the end of March, and in the last 4 weeks, the unemployment in the United States has reached as high as 22 million people without work. Okay, I don't know what the percentage of that is. Let's see. There's about 360-ish million people in the United States, and 22 million are out of work right now because of the shutdown of the economy. That's pretty substantial. Okay, the economy went from a really high point to pretty much straight down, and we are about right here right now, and it's devastating for a lot of people, maybe even yourself. Okay, what you need to do right now, if you're a professional, you work in a profession, you have a skill set, and you're out of work. Okay, now is not the time to sit back and relax and just wait. That is the wrong idea. I've seen people say that they're just going to take a break, they're going to decompress and relax, and just see what happens. Listen, if you have that see what happens mindset, and you're just depending on unemployment wages, maybe you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble not now, but in the future. You need to redirect that energy somewhere else and put your pedal to the metal. Don't lay off the gas. Right now is the time to go out there and seek opportunities that there are. Okay, there's plenty of opportunity if you look. You have to be willing to put in the time. You have to be willing to be diligent. And really, what's the excuse if right now in the current situation everybody is kind of at home anyways? Some people are not working. What else do you have to do? Get online, start networking, start building that portfolio if you haven't already, and look for work. The work is out there. All right. Now, if you already don't have a network of people that you know, then I would say start with LinkedIn and just using their technology to connect with like-minded people in your arena, your niche, your industry, whatever you want to call it. And don't be sleazy about it. You just want to go out there and start sending, requests and be nice, and don't start slamming or spamming people in the DMs. The whole idea is to create this network of people and just kind of get ideas as to what's going on and help each other out. It's not used for just, hey, help me. That's not the idea. If you already have a pretty good sized network, then, it depends on who's in your network. Maybe someone can help you. You might have recruiters as part of your network because LinkedIn has tons and tons of recruiters on there, right? And so the time right now is to leverage that network and just be on the lookout for what's happening. I'm telling you, there's jobs out there. You just have to be willing to find them. Here's one tip, okay? If you find a job posting that is not in your local area, you need to apply for that job anyways. And here's why, okay? See, right now, all of the companies that have office jobs, office type workers, have shifted to remote work because they had to, right? So everybody's working at home now. The adaptation of remote work has been a really slow progression over the last, 5 to 8 years. Companies are not adapting to it as quickly. And so, this whole thing that's going on right now is the big test for these companies. And I think, my opinion is that these companies are going to realize that, you know what, this actually works. This type of system works. People can work from home. And it's a huge financial savings for the company and you as well, for folks that work from home. Luckily, I work from home full time already, so I can tell you that I'm a testament to it, and I love it. But my point is that if you find a job that's remote, apply for it, because chances are these companies might just hire remote workers if they're the right fit. And that's a very, very important thing to remember. So don't disqualify companies that may not be within driving range or, local to you. Consider everything. Consider all options. No options are off the table at this point because companies are looking. Companies need good, qualified people. And I'm telling you that they're gonna hire remote workers. And so, it's very important. Here's the other thing. Think outside the box as to other ways to apply for work, okay? Don't just slam your resume out there like spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. It just doesn't work that way. You can't just throw resumes out there and expect people to call you. You actually have to do the work. You need to go seek the hiring managers, okay? Just be creative in how you do things. Do things differently, you want to be able to stand out from the noise. So you need to think of things. Okay, for example, the company I work for now, when I was in transition between my last company and where I'm at now, it was a small enough company where there's an actual CEO and they pay attention. And so what I did is I printed out my resume and I printed out a cover letter. I put it in a green envelope, a fluorescent green envelope, and I mailed it to the CEO. And it was just a shot in the dark. I had no idea, no expectation that anything would ever come out of it, okay? Turns out 3 weeks later, the owner contacted me via email, and then now I'm working for the company, okay? Now, I'm not telling you to go start spamming CEOs with letters, okay? Because first of all, for big corporations, that's probably not going to work. It could. You might be able to get past the gatekeepers, but it's just something to jog your mind with a little bit of creativity, a little bit of ideas, and it's important that you sell yourself properly when you're looking for work. You've got to sell yourself and make these companies, make these hiring managers believe that you're the one. You can't just rely on a resume and qualifications. Unfortunately, those days are kind of gone. A lot of companies they're not even looking at resumes as much anymore. They just want to talk to you and they want to know exactly who you are and what you could do for them, not necessarily your background and your history. So the whole landscape is changing. Everything is being disrupted. 2020 is getting wild, and it's going to get wilder. This is just the beginning. So video's getting a little bit long here. I hope this resonates with some of you. If you find it useful, please share it with other folks. Thumbs up would be great, and if you don't subscribe yet, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Send me questions you might have on this topic or any other topic, and I'll be glad to do my best and answer you. Take it easy. We'll talk to you on the next video.